third spot.
I always see you. Stick a bar on me. I'll do it for you any day.
Kurt's thoughts to his race team. Sterling Marlin got turned around and crashed after the checkered flag. Well, Jimmy Fennick, his crew chief, talked with me this morning about what it's been like for his race team during the week. Matt, it turned out as good as it possibly could have for them today.
Jimmy, what composure this team has shown all weekend long. Congratulations.
I'll tell you, this team's a tough team. I'm really happy with them. Kurt Busch, he's awesome. What more can you say about Kurt? You know, I know Kurt feels really bad about Sterling. He didn't mean to do it. You know, like I say, Kurt went through a tough week and he come out strong, and he's a tough guy.
How nervous for you, though, the volt's going down?
Oh, yeah. Well, the alternator went out, so we're a little nervous, but our guys back home, they do an awesome job repairing these cars, and thank God we got 2 batteries.
Kurt Busch rolling into the winner's circle with his 3rd Bristol win in the last 4 races and his 8th NASCAR Winston Cup victory. Bill?
Well, Kurt Busch is made to ride into victory lane. You heard him thank his crew. You know he is wondering about the reception he's about to receive from 164,000 fans here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Won here in April, came here after the difficult week that Alan described, came here confident he could defend or sweep the races here at Bristol this season, and he did that. Certainly some moments in the race that we'll have to discuss. But right now he's going to celebrate his 4th win of the season and the Bristol sweep. You know he has to be hot and tired in that car. Wally talked in the pre-race show about how hard it is to make 500 laps here.
And remember, Billy had to turn off the cool suit and all that to save the electronic voltage, too. So
exactly right.
Last chunk of the race, he didn't have his cooling aids.
He talked to the media first thing here on Friday morning at 9:15. He will address them again in a few minutes, but this time he will go in as winner of the Sharpie 500. Accepting congratulations in the car. And here he comes. Let's listen. Kurt Busch, the winner of the Sharpie 500. Well, we talked first thing on Friday when you got here. I'm sure this conversation is a lot more pleasant. Congratulations on your Bristol sweep.
Thank you, Bill. I can't mention any of my sponsors or any of my people or anything before I apologize for Sterling Marlin. I got into him, and it was a place where he was trying to let me go, and I was trying to get into one and set him up and get underneath him out of 2. So apologize to Sterling. I didn't mean to do that, and that somewhat overshadows this. Obviously, the probation does, but this was a night for Sharpie. They had signed on for this race. This is their race. They're sponsors of this for 3 more years, and I'm sponsoring this car. I want to race this car. I want to do anything that I can to help this team and get behind them and do what I've got to do to be competitive.
How tough was this week?
This is by far the biggest win. I don't know whether to enjoy it, what to do with it right now. This beats all of my wins. It's so sweet to come here with all the hype and all the things that were going on this week to drag me down, all the tabloids. The things that I was trying to stay focused on were the race car, and I think I got the job done there.
Obviously, you heard the reception at driver introductions, a mixed reception here in Victory Lane, Kurt.
Yeah, Dale Sr. told me that's the guy that's got the most noise wins. You know, the crowd here will envelope you and circumference you and let you know how they feel, that's for sure. That's what Bristol's all about. And the group here, you know, there's a bunch of them that are screaming, there's a bunch of them that are crying. My boys behind me, this is what matters, and my sponsors, Ford, Sharpie, the whole bunch at Newell Rubbermaid, Coca-Cola Craft, all the guys that helped me out. It's just a blast to drive this car and to put this behind us.
You thanked your crew on the radio for sticking with you.
They've been supporters just from no end. I mean, there's been so much going on this week, and I don't know really what to say or what was going on through their minds at all, but they're a group that smiles all the time. They're never going to get up. and I'm just glad that we can bring it home to victory lane.
You started your week in the media center. Now you will go end it there.
It was great. You know, I came here because I love this place, and I said that on Friday. I love this place. Sorry what happened last week with the way that everything went. We're in victory lane now. We get to celebrate.
You think Chris Trickle is smiling somewhere, Kurt?
It for surely is. I wouldn't have had this opportunity if it wasn't. My old car owner from Southwest Tours here tonight from Star Nursery, and all the people that have helped me from Las Vegas. You know, there's been some rough beginnings there as well with the racetrack, with some competitors, and I just tried to be smooth and not to get into anybody at all. And it's just, I tried to stay a step ahead to Sterling Marlin, and he was trying to let me go, and I accidentally got into him.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Bill.
Kurt Busch in victory lane at Bristol. Dave?
Standing by with second place finisher Kevin Harvick. And Kevin, I can't believe I'm talking to you again this week about being close here at Bristol. What was wrong with the car at the end?
We just couldn't get going on the restarts. You know, GM Goodwin's car was really good all night. We just, you know, for 4, 5, 6 laps, really had a tough time. It felt like all the tires were flat and just couldn't get going. Hate losing to Rubberhead, but you know, I think he's learning what being a butthole will get you when you win the race, and everybody's in here booing for you. So. Good night for Jim Goodwin's car.
Kevin, during the race earlier, your car was so good. I mean, do you have any idea why it fell off?
It didn't really fall off. It just, for some reason, things, whether it was the 2 tires or we had too much air in the tires and they were sliding across the racetrack, just fell off a little bit there. And I think there were several cars that did that. I know the 24 fell off quite a bit, but 97 had a hold of the racetrack all night and beat us.
All right, Marty?
Well, Matt Kenseth, the car was awesome on new tires. Had you stopped one caution earlier, could you have caught the leaders?
I think we could have. We just ran out of time. So it was a great job of my DeWalt guys. We had a great handling car tonight when we needed it. You know, on old tires, they weren't any good. And, you know, I kind of wanted to pit the time before, and we kind of talked it back and forth and decided to stay out. And we really should have pitted. We probably would have had a shot at the win, but it was great to come back and finish 4th. Only damper of the day is, you know, I wrecked Jeff Gordon's day, and, you know, I feel so terrible about that. I moved over, actually let him go and get out of his way, and we got bunched up with another car, and he got out of gas, and I ran him over. So I feel terrible about that. I know there's nothing I can do to fix his day back for him, but kind of wrecks the whole day for us. But it was a good job for my team.
Championship leader steams on towards New York. Matt?
Ryan Newman fought back from the 32nd position. What a run tonight for you and this team, Ryan.
Yeah, no doubt a good run for the Autel Dodge. I mean, best finish here at Bristol, good for the points, good for the team for sure, especially getting spun out twice. I mean, our front bumper was pretty clean all night. Typical deal for us at Bristol. We got a beat-in rear bumper, but just glad to finish as well as we did. Matt and the guys did an awesome job. Awesome pit stop, so that's about all it.
Comes home 6th tonight in Bristol. Here's how they ran in the Sharpie 500. Kurt Busch with the 13th season sweep here at this racetrack.
And Jarrett got up to the 7th spot, could not go any further with those 2 tires.
I was just going to say, McMurray hung on to 3rd spot with Kenseth behind him with new tires.
Nice top 10 for Jeremy Mayfield, much needed there. Ken Schrader got shuffled back to 12th. And final on the lead lap was Greg Biffle in 22nd. Jeff Gordon 28th. After the tangle with Matt Kenseth, another kink in his championship bid. And the standings, Matt Kenseth gaining more. It was 329, it's 351 now. As we head to Darlington next weekend, and the race for the championship continues. Next Saturday on NBC 2 Eastern, NASCAR Busch Series racing from Darlington. Next Sunday, the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at 12:30 Eastern. What a wild night at Bristol. 20 caution flags, and Kurt Busch ends up in victory lane.
Come on down.
Kurt knows the whole world's watching him right now. He knows he's under a magnifying glass.
I didn't know he was trying to let me go. I'm really sorry.
Checkered flag number 4 for 2003. Kurt Busch takes the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.